Welcome back all my aspiring pattern makers and my future fashion designers. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a triangle bag that is lined out of the colors of the African flag. As you should know, the African flag is made up of three different colors, and the colors are green, gold, and red. And I'm going to throw in a dash of black as the handle for that bag. To make this lined triangle bag, we are going to need two sets of each color, and we are going to need a piece of black that is going to cut in the shape of a rectangle. So in total, you're going to need 6 squares. So we're going to separate these 6 squares into two sets. Each color is going to be in a set, and then we will have that rectangular piece that is going to be cut from a piece of black fabric. You can determine whether or not you want the base to be red or a different color, but I choose to have the base of the bag or the bottom of the bag that is going to be red. And if you notice here, I line it up where you have the yellow on the left side, then followed by the red, and then on top of the red, you're going to have the green. So once you line it up like this, as shown in the picture here, then you can pin the right sides together one at a time, take it to the sewing machine, sew it, and then iron it. After you've done that, then you're going to pin the next side, whether it's now going to be the green is going to be pinned onto the red, and then you are going to sew it and iron the seams to one side. Once you have done so for the first set, you're going to do the same thing for the second set. But remember, you are not sewing all two seams together before you iron each seam. So now you have sewn three pieces together as shown here, and you have ironed the seams, and you also have the other set also that is sewn together. Now it's time for you to create this triangle. So you're going to hold the red piece of fabric at the tip, or what we call the corner of the square, and we're going to fold it up to the other tip of the square to create that triangle. Once you have that triangle formed with the red there, you are going to fold in the yellow. And once you fold that in, you're going to pin it onto the red. And then you're going to do the same thing for the green part. You're going to fold it in and then pin it onto the red. But remember, right sides must be together, right? Then you're going to take it to the sewing machine and you're going to sew those seams together and then iron them. Then you're going to do the same thing for the other set. So with that being said, now you have the base of the bag and the lining of the bag. And we are going to create this bag where it is going to be lined, but also you can add a pocket to the lining of this bag. You can choose any color to be the pocket that you're going to be adding onto the lining of the bag. And here I chose to use yellow as the pocket that is going to be added to the lining of the bag. Now you have the base of the bag and the lining with the pocket, and they're both on the right sides looking up, but I'll suggest that you turn the lining part on the wrong side so that it is looking at you, and then you are going to attach the right side of the fabric together. Then you're going to insert the outer part of the bag inside the lining with the right sides together, and you are going to sew around the edges of the bag. But because you are dealing with three different colors here, you have to change the thread on the sewing machine for each color that you are going to be sewing. And in this case, you are talking about the yellow and the green. You have to interchange that when you are sewing around the edge of the bag. And do remember that you will need to turn the bag, so you will need to leave a space at the tip of the bag for turning purposes where you'll be able to turn the bag inside out. Once you have pinned it and sewn around the edge, then you need to turn it inside out. And when you turn it inside out, then you need to top stitch around the opening to close it. Now that you have this part where it is lined, you're ready to add the handle. So with the handle, which is cut out of the black piece in the shape of a rectangle, you're going to clean finish the edges and you're going to make it into a shape of a cylinder with two open ends. And so you need to do that because you need to insert the green piece or the yellow piece, whichever piece you prefer to insert first, through the cylindrical shape, which is made out of black. And when you pull it through on the other end, then you are going to attach the opposite end, which is going to be the other color, to that piece. Once you attach that, then you are going to pull back the black. The black cylindrical piece is going to cover the joining of the area of the end of the yellow piece with the end of the green piece, and then you won't see that area there because the black is going to cover it. And once you've done so, you can now turn your bag inside out and you can miter the corners. Once you have mitered the corners, then you turn the bag inside out again. Then you have the right side out looking at you, and voila, that is your lined triangular bag that is made from the colors of the African flag: green, gold, red. And I just simply added the handle that is made out of black. But it's your choice. You can simply make the handle out of any of the three colors of the African flag. This is not the only method of making a triangle bag. You can go back and watch this video on how to use other methods to make a triangle bag. Be creative, be different, try other optional ways, right? Now that you know these two, give it a shot. With that being said, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you like what you see, don't just keep this video to yourself. Share it with others around the world so they too can make a line triangle bag just like this. They can make it using the colors of the African flag or the colors of the flag from their country or island or wherever they are, or just simply make a bag with various colors. Be creative. I like to be different. And so this is a reason why I'm making this line triangular bag using simply 6 squares to create this bag that is mimicking the colors of the African flag. Thank you for watching and hope to see you soon on the next video to come. Bye now.